My mom actually woke me up and said, "We're under attack." I said, what are you talking about? And scared. I was like, "Where?"
Busted through the door.
Yeah. Like Kramer, dude. Like, we're under attack. I was like, "Ah!" I swear, dude.
You're just like in your room. Like,
Come here, honey. Mom.
Yeah, dude. I was like, what I was like, what's the World Trade Center?
yeah.
Honestly, I didn't know what it was either. Hello, welcome to the 101st episode of the 30s podcast. My name is Clint.
Marcus,
Hello, Marcus.
what's going on?
We have producer Caesar.
Hi, everybody.
And we have returning guest Steve.
I have returned.
Stephen Big Planet.
Stephen Big Planet.
Not the other one I said last time.
What'd you say?
8-bit.
Oh,
Yeah. That was at one point.
it was.
It's not like it was out of nowhere.
Yeah. Rebrand.
Rebrand. Welcome back to the podcast.
Thanks for having me again, man.
Steve.
Appreciate you guys.
Yes, it was a lot of fun having you on last time. And he was not here last time.
Mm-hmm.
He was not. He was somewhere else.
Alabama, I think. I don't know.
Alabama.
If he's ever not here, it's because he's in the South somewhere.
Drinking sweet tea,
Yeah, sweet tea. You know what I'm saying?
biscuits.
Yeah, biscuits. We got biscuits and gravy. What do you want to eat?
Gunshots.
Yeah.
Whoa, man.
Too
Kill.
soon.
Shoot this
You know they love their guns.
Did you have sweet tea while you were there?
Sweet tea, yeah.
Steve told you.
It's all over the place.
How sweet is it?
And then biscuits. Oh, it's sweet. So sweet. I don't want to drink
Like
it
Splenda?
anymore. Oh,
Splenda?
Splenda is like that's like
Honey?
decaf
What is it sweetened with?
sugar.
Oh.
And that.
He's got sweet tea in that
G
Whataburger.
Fuel, baby.
Here we go.
Have you had Whataburger?
Whataburger? Not
Yeah,
today.
that's nice.
Oh, well, it's not here.
It's not
Well, there
here.
you go.
It's the
Thanks, Hunter.
southern equivalent of.
Do you like Whataburger?
Never had it.
Wow, incredible.
Yep.
Have you been to the South?
Nope.
Incredible.
Well, on like a layover, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That
But
counts.
I was like, huh. I walked through the airport somewhere.
yeah.
This is like years ago. I don't remember.
Okay.
But yeah.
Have
That's
you?
funny.
You've had Whataburger?
Yeah, it's
So
okay.
you of this room, you're the only one that has both.
Yeah.
Which is better, In-N-Out or Whataburger?
Well, In-N-Out has the consistency.
Okay. Whataburger is not consistently good.
Burger, it's like, yeah. It's like, what am I going to get?
Mm.
What am I going to get? But In-N-Out, it's all regulated so minutely.
They
Where-
perfected their formula years ago.
Yeah, they did.
I used to
They've
work
never
there.
changed it.
You know that, right?
Oh, when?
I think I knew
It was
that.
a long time ago.
Yeah.
Early 2000s ish.
Okay. What'd you do there?
I
Fries?
was a fry guy.
Okay.
Ooh.
The one with the.
Yep.
Wait, what?
I cut them. Put the tater in there, smash it up, put it in the fryer. Boom.
Yeah.
Fucking the basket. Then you get a bunch of grease on you and it's hot.
Yeah.
It's fun.
God.
Okay. That was a
How
fun
long did you
job.
work there? That was before the other place where you guys met?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Way before that. I didn't work there too long. Hated it.
Right.
But, you know, it's not a bad job to start out at because that actually opened me up to not being so shy. Because I used to be super shy.
Really?
And it made me like work the window and talk to people and stuff. So it was good for me at the time.
Clint worked in fast
Yeah.
food too.
Yeah, my first job was Chick-fil-A.
My pleasure.
Yeah, my pleasure.
That's
Exactly.
going to come into
pleasure.
a later story. Just
Because
so you guys
I-
know.
Let's go.
So I was 15, and my parents talked me into applying to be the cow. Because we were there. Because we were there every
Are you the
every
youngest?
Tuesday night. I'm the oldest.
Usually like that job will go to the youngest kid, you know?
Yeah.
Just be the cow. It's fine.
Well, they're like, hey, we need you to make money so you could get your license and then drive all your brothers around.
Oh, got it.
So that kind of thing. You need to be making money. You need to be
There's our plan.
working.
So you were working in high school.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like I remember, it's weird thinking about how long ago that was.
Mhm.
Because I've met people recently who are like 20, and they would have been like a baby kid when I was the cow.
Mm.
Because I had one guy told me, "Oh yeah, my brother.
that's right,
My brother was
yeah.
afraid of the cow." And I was like, "What year would that have been?" Like 2009. Oh God.
Yeah, I work with some people who I think this is going to come out on September 11th, but who were not born yet.
Oh, yeah.
Or
True.
like they were just born that year, so they have no knowledge of of that event.
Mhm.
You're like, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's nuts,
Yeah.
huh?
Like, yeah, because we all, I still know where I was when I heard about it. I think all of us do.
I was
Like,
in fourth grade.
I think I was in either 7th or 8th grade. I don't remember what year, but I remember the school, and I was in a history class with the teacher, and they had it on the TV, and that was when I first saw it. And I was like, what the hell's happening?
My mom actually woke me up and said, "We're under attack." So what are you talking about? And I was scared. I was like, "Where?"
Busted through the door.
Yeah. Like Kramer, dude. Like, we're under attack. I was like, "Ah!" I swear, dude.
You're just
I swear.
like in your room. Like,
Come here, honey. Mom.
Yeah, dude. I was like, what are you I was like, what's the World Trade Center?
yeah.
Honestly, I didn't know what it was either. I've never, I don't think I ever heard of
high
it
buildings
before
from
that
Home Alone?
day.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
That's how I knew it was from Home Alone. It was like, oh, those are the two things in the background in Home Alone.
Background.
True, man.
Yeah, I still don't even really know what they did in those
I
buildings.
didn't know what they did either.
Because I went to the World One building, the replacement, whatever it was, and I'm like,
Oh, you
what?
did?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
that's
went there
cool.
and I went to New York. I'm like, what do they do here? What is the point of this building? I still didn't get an answer.
Did you go to the underground
Yeah,
part? Oh,
I
man.
went to the
I want to do that.
memorial, I guess you'd
Yeah.
call that, or it's like a museum down there.
Right.
So on the outside,
Yeah.
if you go to ground zero, it's that part's the memorial where they have all the names and then like all the fountains and like nice stuff. And then they have an underground part, which is the museum.
Right.
And that was crazy, dude. Being from here, Southern California, not a New Yorker or anything, when you watch it on TV, like, oh, this is crazy, this sucks. But that's the extent of it, really. And then you go to that. I didn't really want to go, but it was one of the things you kind of have to see because I really had no interest.
When'd you go again?
2017 or 18.
Yeah.
And so we went. The memorial was cool. Like, it was cool. It was nice.
Mhm.
It was nice. It was really nice. And there was a lot of people there, and people were bringing flowers still. And then you go underground to the museum, and that's really heavy. You know, like they have.
I've seen the video.
Yeah, they have a lot of recordings of people that were not only in the planes, but then just were like in
Last
the city.
calls and
yeah,
stuff like
last
that.
calls,
Yeah.
and there are like in the area in the city, and just like a lot of video, and then like debris from the building, which is crazy to see when you're up close to it. They had pieces of the plane,
Yeah.
and you're just like, it almost looked like a movie set.
Mhm.
And it's like, no, this is real. This is
Yeah.
real stuff. So it's heavy, and then you go into the new building, World One.
Mhm.
And you just because it's all offices. You can't go to their offices, but you just go right to the top. And the top is like a view. And
Is it still used for the same thing? Like,
I guess I didn't know what I still
Yeah.
don't really have
So-
an answer what
Yeah.
it was used for.
Just from the name World Trade Center, were they doing stocks?
Something I guess
think
international
so.
stuff. Like
Yeah.
I don't really know what they did there.
I would assume so
Wow.
much.
Also.
Caesar?
Yeah, that's where the stock market is, right?
Was
World
it?
Trader? I don't know.
I thought it was
maybe?
in Wall Street. That's where the stock market is, right?
Not 100%, man.
I don't know.
anything
We
about
really
New
don't
York.
know.
I don't know.
Well, we remember where we
We're all
were.
born and bred in Southern California.
I remember anthrax, though. Check
yeah,
your mail.
yeah, check your mail.
Damn.
Good. That was,
Yeah, that was scary too.
yeah.
I
Man,
was scared of anthrax after that,
Yep.
and you didn't hear anything about it.
Kind of
Like,
disappeared.
No one, yeah, just like, oh, it's gone.
Mhm.
And then that was like an insult to throw at people, like anthrax or whatever. Certain.
God.
what's another
Anything.
thing?
Yeah, what
What's
are we-
another thing they tried to scare us with or about?
Y2K.
Y2K.
Oh, yeah.
I remember
That was
that.
way too young for that, so I don't remember the
I remember
scares.
that part. That one
Nothing.
was actually because I was so young when that happened.
Yeah.
I was like 10, 11.
Yeah.
Nothing happened.
Nothing happened. But it was
Again,
every day. They're like, the missiles are going to launch.
computers are going to break.
Years are going to
Yeah.
fail.
Yeah.
There's a movie coming out about what would happen if it did happen.
Yeah, I
So
think I saw
technology
that.
attacking people.
Yeah, it's
essentially.
like turns
cool.
into
So
Terminator
funny.
essentially.
Cool.
Yeah, that was scary. When being a kid, I was scared, but like the day of, everyone was just like,
Yeah. I was at a party, dude.
"Yeah,
Oh.
Happy New Year." Yeah, that's basically what it was.
Yeah,
It's just
that's all
like
it was.
everyone's waiting at like midnight to see if we all get
Well,
blown up.
Yeah.
I remember in New York, it was already midnight. I said, oh, we're good.
Yeah, exactly. It's
Yeah,
like
once you see that
we're
happen.
on the western part of the world.
Right.
Like we're gonna get it last. Like
Yeah.
in Japan, it's like 9 hours ahead. They've already had Y2K.
Mhm.
And nothing happened. So I think that's how I remember that day. It was like, oh well, what if already happened?
Yeah.
Or 2012.
Oh
that
yeah,
was-
that one too.
when the Mayan calendar was supposed to stop.
Yeah.
Yes. Hey, guess what? Nothing happened again.
Like, how the hell would they know anyway? They were like playing with sticks and
So,
I
stuff.
think they just ran out of rocks to draw on.
And supposedly we're going under the water. You know, California's supposed to break off.
Are we?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dude, I've been hearing that for so long.
and the big one, the big earthquake.
big
Well,
one,
that
yeah.
one, yeah, that was kind of scary.
That one, because like we've been hearing that entire life.
Right.
Like, it's coming any day now.
Yeah.
It's like, well, it's been 36 years for me, and it hasn't happened yet.
Right.
So any day, I don't know. I mean, Northridge was the last huge one.
Mhm.
Mhm.
So I don't know, like if we're gonna get another one of those, but who knows?
We have gotten a lot of earthquakes lately, if you noticed.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah.
Because it keeps getting brought up.
Yeah.
Like it's coming. It's coming. These little ones are gonna, ease off the big one a little bit. I'm like, is that how that works?
I don't
Is
know.
that how it works? I don't know.
Hope so.
Hope so. Yeah. Or I just hope it like the epicenter is not close to us. So
Yeah,
Oh, a little ride.
not too crazy. One last ride.
Low ride.
yeah. Well, that's
Low ride.
Anyway, enough about world disasters.
Yeah.
Oh, the 2012 one, they made a movie.
Yeah.
There was a movie called 2012, and it was
Yeah, I
the
remember
world
that.
getting like destroyed.
It was
right?
everything just ending.
Like maybe The Rock was in it, or Nicolas Cage,
Or,
something.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Jake Jones. Oh, that movie. Yes.
That was Day
Jakey
After
G?
Tomorrow.
Day After Tomorrow.
That's a different
Right.
one. That's when all of a sudden just the world froze for
Yeah.
a day, or like a few days, and then it was
Old.
back to normal.
2012, John Cusack.
John Cusack.
Oh.
Okay. Interesting.
Never saw that movie.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was fun.
Yeah, it was that. The Day After Tomorrow one. That one is so stupid. It's one of the ones where like the cold travels like it's gonna get you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're in that library running from the cold.
It freezes people, right? Like,
Yeah.
oh,
It's like Mr. Freeze.
You're too
Batman
slow.
and Robin.
Yeah.
They're like,
the Ice Age.
Look at the get you.
chill.
Chill.
What killed the dinosaurs?
The Ice Age.
The Ice Age. So good, dude.
I heard something recently about him in that movie. Like he did his part right away and then like wanted no part of it afterwards. Like he did like 2 weeks of shooting. They
I
did
could-
all his stuff first.
I could see that.
Arnold?
Yeah,
Oh.
something weird like that where he just wanted to be there for that amount of time and then
Who's
wanted nothing to
Batman?
do with it.
In that one? Was it George or?
George Clooney.
Clooney.
He's got a Batman credit card.
Forgot about that, dude.
That movie is, I think if you through
Is
24 eyes,
That's with the Riddler, too?
that's Batman Forever.
Oh, it's Batman Forever.
That's
okay.
when where
That's Jim
Val
Carrey.
Kilmer is Batman.
Jim Carrey, right?
He's funny. That's pretty.
Mhm. It's a funny
role
one.
in Tommy Lee Jones is in his Two-Face. That's actually pretty. That one's a fun one. Anyway, so Steve, welcome back to the show.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
If you don't know about Steve, he is a Twitch streamer,
Yes.
and so YouTube. He used to do vlogs, but not anymore, right?
I did a daily vlog every day for 2 years straight.
Whoa.
Yeah, and so previous vlogger, maybe we'll do it again one day. But YouTube, he's on YouTube. So what is your YouTube now then? Is it still there?
You
The
can
vlogs?
find it, yeah, Stephen Big Planet or Stephen
Okay.
Vlogs. Yeah.
Yeah, Steven Vlogs.
I kind of combine them. So it's
Okay.
like, it's easy to find, yeah.
Yeah, are the vlogs? They're still up there.
I took a lot of them down
Oh.
that are like kind of silly.
Mm-hmm.
And I kept a few of them up of like cool things that I did. Yeah.
Yeah, cruises.
That one's probably still up.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm on that one.
Yeah.
Oh, the
Or
cruise.
maybe more than one. Did we do more than one, right?
You were on a Halloween one too when we went to Knott's.
Or nights? Or
Yeah.
not? Not.
I think it was Knott's.
Okay.
Oh, and
The
yeah,
one where I got yelled at.
probably both. Yeah. He wanted you yell at it again?
Because I touched the guy.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know it was a
Don't
guy.
touch me.
Yeah, I didn't know it was a person. Because he was
Oh,
just
that's
like
right.
he was just like this.
That's
We
right.
looked at for a long time. So we were in line, like walking up to it. And this guy's not moving.
Oh.
Not moving at all. And he's in
Mhm.
whatever makeup is to make it look like a Halloween thing. So I went to go like pose with it. And I put my arm around him and he just started yelling at me. And I was like, ah, like I was scared that he was a real person.
Yeah.
You know, and it was kind of embarrassing. But
What did he say to you? He said,
I don't remember. Just like, do not.
do not touch me.
You will not.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
that's
You
right.
will not.
Yeah.
You will not.
That's right.
All right.
Wow.
And then we start laughing, of course.
Yeah.
That show's hilarious. Dude.
The people, and it was everybody around was just like, what's going on over there?
Yeah.
It's like, that drunk guy. I thought it was
So
fake.
good.
So yeah, we almost got kicked out. But yeah, I'm in a few of those vlogs. So everyone watch some of those. And now you're primarily Twitch,
100% Twitch.
100% Twitch.
I'm all in, man.
Yeah. How's that going?
It's going good. It's very tough.
Mhm.
The schedule with work and everything else I do.
Yeah.
I do it. I've been doing it every day. I'm coming up on year 5 in November.
Yeah.
So
You started right before the pandy.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was actually good because then that's when everything started to sell out and raise.
Yeah.
So I got lucky with my computer and everything I needed.
Mm-hmm.
And the only thing I bought during the pandemic was like a microphone.
Okay.
So worked out perfect for me.
Yeah, that's
I
probably
just kept it going.
a good time to.
Haven't stopped.
Yeah, it's a good time to stream because everyone's at home.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
so I'm sure that's probably when your numbers jumped up a lot or started to go
Yeah.
up a little bit.
Well, I started to get a little better at streaming too. So it kind of worked out when the pandemic hit. And then I got a lot of rates from bigger creators.
Oh.
They helped me out 100%, man. That's how I'm at where I'm at, which is super rare
Right.
because to get discovered on Twitch is tough.
Mhm.
Very tough.
Yeah.
So that's
many
why
streamers on there.
Man.
I think there was 9 million at one point,
Yeah.
and I'm in the top 1% now,
Whoa.
and I'm not even big.
I know
dude.
that tells you how many people are
Yeah.
on there.
So
Yeah. Kevin did it for
a couple
a week.
days. Yeah, it's tough, dude. It looks easy. It's not.
No, I
It's
know
not easy.
the consistency is hard. That's what's also hard about this.
That's
is
with
that,
anything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you have to just do it every whatever your schedule is, every
It's like the gym,
whatever.
like I try to come at it from that angle, like not of it can't be like motivation anymore because that wears off.
Right.
It's like more like you have to stick to your schedule.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I have to do now.
It's almost like a habit. Like you
Yeah.
have to habitually do it. Like that. There's that one book,
Atomic Habits.
Atomic Habits, or it's like just after a certain day, it just becomes your habit.
Right.
Or a certain once it hits, but you have to just keep doing it, and then it'll eventually settle in as a habit.
Definitely a habit for me because plus I want to do it. So
Mhm.
Yeah, that helps.
not every day, of course, because every day it's I come home from work sometimes I'm like, oh dude,
Yeah.
all right, farther. But once I'm going again, it's like okay.
Right. Once you
'Cause-
actually get into it, it's fine.
It's like I'm at work on a high.
Right.
I eat, I come home like, oh, I'm tired, and then I go back up on a high.
Yeah.
And then I try to go to bed after that. I'm like
Yeah.
wide awake, dude. Yes,
You stream every day?
every day. Yeah.
A lot. Yeah, and it's I pulled up your thing before I left, but
Uh-huh.
you're almost at 10,000.
Yeah.
You're like right there.
I think last time I was like 7,000 or something.
Yeah. I would say, oh, okay. Now you're at 9 something when I checked. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, get him to 10,
Dang.
guys.
Yeah. So how do you improve at that?
It's like anything else. Like when you started the podcast,
Yeah.
it becomes more like a natural thing
Mm-hmm.
more than a forced. But for me, it's easier now because I have people in my chat, so I can react to chat too. Because
Oh,
before I was
nice.
talking to myself,
Yeah.
for like 4 months.
That'd be
No.
the hardest part, I think.
It's weird. It's
Yeah.
weird because like you're playing a game, like, oh, there he is. I'm like, it's really weird.
Oh, hey, there he goes.
But
Oh, he
now,
got me.
but now I have my chat that to make fun of me or do whatever,
Yeah.
and then I can react to that.
Right.
It's so much fun now.
Yeah.
So much
Nice.
fun.
They give
But
you
like as far as improving, I mean, yeah, you just have to do it. And if you do something every day, I mean, it's like a natural improvement.
Yeah.
Should be, I guess.
Sick.
yeah.
Yeah, it's fun though. I have fun.
Awesome.
Yeah, I've popped in there a few times.
Yeah.
Over
Oh.
the years. Or like 10 minutes.
He's like,
Because
what game is this? Warzone?
bye. He streams
Yeah.
Call of Duty. And
Mostly, yeah.
That's not my jam. But I show up for the support and like, hey Steve.
Yeah. And then that actually helped last time when you popped in the stream.
Yeah, there was one time I was there for a bit and
So, oh,
it got you to talk,
Yeah.
a little bit more.
Mhm.
So, or not more, but just because we know each other.
Yeah.
So it's,
it's way easier.
yeah.
Yeah, and I mean it's the same in the stream too. I stream for about 3 to 5 hours a night,
Dang.
and my chat's not always going off, so
Yeah.
there's like a lot of downtime. Like, then I have to like remember, like, okay, I got to be entertaining or something.
Yeah, that'd be kind of. Well, I
It's
don't know. I
tough.
haven't tried it. I think I would assume it's difficult because I remember when Kevin was doing it, and which is his brother.
Mhm.
I noticed that he wasn't talking a lot,
Mhm.
and again, like when he first started, I was the only one in the chat, right?
Mhm.
So, and I'm not always wanting to be like,
Yeah.
keep chatting either. Like a lot of times with Twitch, when I'm on it, it's like this. It's off to the side, and I'm doing something else. I'm not just like sometimes, but not always. And so I noticed like when he was doing it, I'm like, oh, there's nothing saying anything.
Right.
You know?
It's tough. And
So why would I watch it? He had his stream going, and then it's his face. But why would I watch someone else playing a game if they're not doing anything?
and that's the hard part.
That's the thing.
That's the
Yeah.
thing about Twitch that a lot
Yeah.
of older people don't get. Like, why are you watching someone play games? Like, it's not about the game.
It's not about the game, dude.
It's about the streamer.
right relationships.
Right.
Yeah.
So the streamers that have followings and like huge followings is like they're entertaining you. Like they're doing they're playing a game. Sometimes they're not playing a game. There's that just chatting thing. They're just there talking. So you want to. It's like it's entertainment almost.
It was like the only thing you can actually talk to someone and they respond. You know, it was really cool.
Right. Yeah. Even like it's harder with the bigger ones because the chat's just like, whatever.
Yeah.
But when like even the ones that have like 100 people in the chat, you're still probably gonna see a lot of the most of the comments anyway. So someone could say something, you can react to it. And if it's you, like you're like, oh, they chose me. Or it says Spock too, which is it does feel good.
Yeah.
Like, oh, they actually responding to me.
Yep.
But
I respond to everyone.
yeah. And then I mean, if you're playing and you happen to miss one, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
But it happens.
I see it because I have like it's like right next to my screen, so I can see it like right here.
Yeah, the bigger streamers, like the one dude I follow, Max. I think I told you about him last night.
I've seen that
His
guy.
streams are like at least 10,000 people in it at once. The chat's just like this.
He plays out a Street Fighter, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of fighting games. It's you know he's not gonna see it.
Yeah, that's. I mean, I kind of wish I had that. You know,
Yeah, well,
that's a good problem to have.
Yeah, it's a good problem to have. There was one day when he did see one of my comments. I felt so elevated for some reason because the chat's going like this, and it was like an offhand. It was about Rebirth, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. But I was like, oh, I hope that they have more of this, and he like responded to it like, oh, I want to see more of that too. And I was like, oh,
Yeah.
and then then it was
See ya.
something else, but it was like that, that momentary like, oh, they saw it, you know.
Most people that actually come to my chat and I respond to them, that's why they actually
That's why they come back.
drop me the follow. They say most streamers won't even respond. Like, that's crazy, dude. Like, why are you streaming? If you're not going to respond to the chat, why are you streaming?
I think that's one of the overlooked elements of streaming is that it is.
Yeah, it shouldn't be.
We're both like,
yeah,
you can't see it. They can see you.
Yeah.
You can't see them, but it's like you're talking to somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why those hot tub girls are so popular.
Oh
Oh,
man,
Is that still a thing? They still doing
hot
that?
tub girls.
I don't know.
It was like
It was pretty big, like during the pandemic.
yeah, and
There's
then
Hot Tub City, man.
this is a bunch of hot girls and hot tubs.
I have a virtual hot tub because I use a green screen. So
I think I've seen that.
I get in there, but yeah,
Yeah, it was like a thing where it became like a certain kind of streamer where it's just a lot of streams are hot girls anyway, but it was just like the hot tub thing was a trend, I guess. That's what
yeah, for sure.
And I think they put a stop to it.
It's
I don't really know.
It's its own category now.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, they did not put a stop to it. They promoted it.
They perfected it.
Yeah.
Then ASMR,
Yeah, that's
Oh.
one.
that's a big one too.
Yeah. Twitch has some interesting rules. Or like, there's certain words you can't really say.
Oh, what are the rules?
You just have to kind of figure them out when you get hit with something.
Yeah, I mean, just don't be stupid, dude. You know, like
Yeah.
you know what you can't say nowadays. You know, or
Right.
or what you want to avoid.
And then like when I don't do it that often anymore, but when I do mod that one girl stream, it flags the stuff. So you just have to hit approve or deny.
Yeah.
It's not like it's that hard, but there are certain rules. You can't say incel on there for some reason.
Incel?
But it doesn't come up as a flag. Maybe it does now, but I know for a while it didn't come up as a flag. But they'd be like, you can't have that in the chat, so you have to delete it out of the chat. I'm like, well, why?
What does that mean?
What's it mean?
Involuntary celibate.
I didn't know that's what it stood for.
Yeah, yeah.
I always assume it's in the simp category,
Oh.
right?
I mean,
No, incel is like we are trying to get laid, but we can't until we hate women. That's what the definition of
Yeah.
incel is.
Oh.
I always thought it was like a simp.
Oh, no.
and they usually get angry at the guys that can.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Ooh. Did not know
Yeah,
that was the thing.
because I don't.
I mean,
I
it's-
wouldn't even know who isn't it like how that term would apply to. That's
Yeah.
why. But I always thought like parallel to simp or tangential,
Right.
whatever to simp. Like, they always kind of like were
Calling
you
someone
can't say
that-
this and you can't say that.
Calling someone that's pretty rude, I guess. You know, and so I get why they,
Oh.
Yeah.
because it's. I mean, not to me, but
Right.
Right.
It's obviously not in it.
I don't care. You call me whatever, dude. I can really care. I've been called all kinds of shit anyway.
Yeah, we get mostly me. I get called here too.
Yeah.
It's like, whatever, dude.
Yeah, dude.
I don't care.
What's one of the craziest things they've called you?
Oh God, dude. They say they would say like I look like a person, and I look them up, and it's this guy
I
just
hate
like
that.
all.
I hate that stuff.
They call you
I'm
something
like, do you even? not
I mean,
funny.
sometimes I think like I'll look it up on the stream. Like, all right, let's see this
you
guy.
pull it up on the screen.
I'm like, dude, oh yeah. I'm like, dude. And so it's some like MMA fighter or something. He's just white, you know. I'm like, okay.
Doesn't even have a beard.
It's like nothing like me, dude.
He's just white.
It's funny, bro. It's funny.
I went to when I was at the Brea Improv one time. There was one of the door guys was like, "Oh, you look like this one guy." I had no idea who it was, right? And we pulled it up while we were there, and I actually did look like the guy.
He did, yeah,
I showed you, right?
yeah.
I want to say I've seen this.
I'll show you when we're done. But like certain angles, like I did not. But certain angles, I was like,
yeah,
that I do look like him.
Hmm.
Yeah, doppelgangers out there. I remember one time, Marina, or one of our friends,
Mhm.
she showed me a doppelganger
Mhm.
of me, and it fooled my dad. I was like, Dad, look at this picture.
I want to say I saw that one too.
I think you saw,
Yeah.
because it was like shock waves to where
Yeah.
we worked.
Oh.
And it was like, that's crazy.
Yeah,
We have actual doppelgangers out there.
I know it's so weird, dude.
Yeah. Have you ever found one for you?
No, not really. I look like certain people, but as far as looking like a lot like me, not really, dude. Not yeah.
Clint, have you ever got a doppelganger?
Yeah, well, kids will say it, and sometimes you're like, "Oh, you're trying to suck up to me." And other times it's like, "That was mean. You shouldn't say that."
Yeah. But have you found one that actually looks like you? Like
Actually.
another person? Doesn't have to be a
Um,
celebrity.
Just Aaron Paul's forehead.
Okay.
that's
so
about it.
from here up.
Yeah,
Aaron Paul's forehead.
yeah.
Damn, dude.
Giant head.
You should get that tattooed on your head, dude.
Aaron
Aaron
Paul.
Paul's forehead. Same thing.
That's funny.
So back to Twitch, though. I do want to say.
Sure.
It's been 5 years now.
Yeah.
What is like? Where do you see it going from here? Because you've got, like you just said last time you were here, you were 7,000, now you're 9,000. That's quite the jump because it hasn't even been a year, right, since you were here last?
Like, I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't. Maybe it was
January?
around Christmas time.
January,
I feel
February,
like.
something.
Okay, something like that. So it was this year.
Yeah.
So that's quite the leap,
Hmm.
I think, in that amount of time. So
It's tough, yeah.
do you see yourself doing anything different on Twitch or just doing what you've been doing? Like, is there anything that you want to try maybe on Twitch?
Do I want to try anything on Twitch? I mean, there's always other games I want to play or, stuff like that. But as far as like trying, I mean, there's only so much you can do on Twitch, right? Either you're streaming something, you're in a hot tub, or you're out there IRL, and
Right.
Oh.
doing IRL streams. And I don't
People
like
that
that.
do like fitness streams too.
Fitness
Or,
streams.
you
I
know,
mean, yeah.
trainers and stuff that like do their stuff on Twitch.
I like interacting with the chat the most and playing games and having fun. So that's what I'm good at. So as far, I mean, if someone gives me like a opportunity to like hang out with them or something, yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
Co-stream.
But
Have you done
I mean,
co-streams?
I've streamed with other streamers, but
Yeah.
nobody too crazy. I have met a lot of people this past year though that are pretty big. So
TwitchCon?
no, just through my streams and kind of like, just like I met this person through this person through this person, and then I got to be like a big streamer.
Yeah. Have you
So-
been to TwitchCon?
I've never been. It's
San Diego.
a couple weeks.
Yeah. Would you go?
I think I might go down there. Yeah, I might go down there.
I almost
And
went last year, 2 years ago.
There's World Series of Warzone in Las Vegas coming up
Okay.
in 2 weeks, which I'm going to that too.
Oh, okay. Are you going to stream from there?
No,
Just going to go?
so the guy that won last year, he rated me about a year ago,
Okay.
and he asked me if I wanted to go. I said, "Yeah, man, of course, dude." So he gave me money to go.
Oh,
That's
wow.
awesome, dude.
Look at this.
He was
Oh,
the
yeah.
winner, dude. He's super cool. Shifty,
He's shifty?
that's his name.
His
Shifty.
name. Oh, his name.
Shifty.
He earned that name. Too.
Yeah,
That's cool.
he's awesome, man.
Yeah, I thought about going to TwitchCon a couple years ago. Just
Yeah,
like
like
fun.
I feel
last
like
year was in Vegas.
all the cons now, dude. I mean, I used to go to
It's too much work, dude.
VidCon all
That's
the
right.
time, and I was a volunteer there, and I got to meet a lot of people. But
It's a lot. Like somebody
yeah.
asked me to go to D23 last year, and I like no,
Yeah.
it's especially nowadays. So something like TwitchCon is different, but like our VidCon is also different. But something the bigger cons like Comic Con, D23, that kind of con. They're so crowded now. Like everybody goes.
Yes.
Two, you have to get there early. Like unless you have a game plan, you're just walking around aimlessly on the floor. And if you want to go into any of the panels, you're waiting in huge lines. There's like the smaller panels, there's some cool ones, but
It's like E3, man.
yeah,
That's happened
RIP. That was what that was too.
I went like 8 years in a row to that, and that got.
It's work. You're exhausted afterwards.
When the Wii U came out, I think I waited 3 hours to play that stupid thing, and it was like a bird simulator. It's like
one year we went.
It sounds so weird.
Yeah,
now.
dude.
There was one Comic Con we went to where I wanted to play the new Star Fox game. You remember? That? Maybe it was WonderCon, not Comic Con. And I waited. Did you guys wait with me? I don't remember. I was in line for a long time, at least an hour, and I played for like 4 minutes.
Yeah.
And then they're like, all right, you're done.
Yeah.
That's it? It's so much waiting at cons that, like, unless you're going as like crew or something where you can kind of just get your way, like,
Right.
not have to wait, it's really not worth it.
It's not.
At this age.
It's not
I feel
anymore,
like.
man.
Yeah, not anymore.
Nah.
And then too, like the Comic Cons and WonderCons, whatever, everything's online right away.
Yeah.
So like
You just see it.
big reveals or big anything, even like merch, movies, everything. It's like simultaneously released on Twitter or anything. They're just like, oh, this was just announced. It was just announced. They may not show footage of something, but it's like, well, I'll see it eventually, so it doesn't really matter that much. Yeah, maybe TwitchCon would be different because you could actually, for you could like network.
Yeah, I have some people that want me to go, so I might not even go to the con itself. I might just meet up with them
The after parties.
after. Yeah,
That's always the
I think that'd be better anyway.
fun part about cons.
Yeah. So hopefully after World Series of Warzone 2, there's like a awesome after party that I can go to.
Do some
That'd be fun.
networking, rub some
Yeah, it's
elbows.
tough, man. That's another thing.
Sure. Yeah.
I mean, you met some big comics, you know. It's like you don't walk up to them like, I have a podcast. you know?
Yeah, because it
feels stupid,
hard.
right?
It's so.
Yeah.
Remember there was that one our other friend. I think we talked about it. He was like, "Oh, you should tell them that." Like, it was Annie Letterman. He's like, "Oh, you should tell her like this,"
Okay,
and I was like, "Absolutely, the down. I'm not going to say that." 'Cause
It just sounds goofy, man.
it sounds
you know?
goofy, and it's
Yeah.
like, who am I to say anything? And it's like, and especially the podcast thing. It's like, there's
What you do is
so
you make
many.
videos about them and then you tag them in and then they'll see it.
Yeah.
That's worked.
what we
Yeah.
talked about.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, we've
Exactly.
the drugstore June thing where like they saw it and
Mhm.
they reposted it. It's starting. It's starting.
Yeah.
So
I haven't seen that movie. Is it good?
it was good.
Yeah.
I liked it. It was like kind of like Big Lebowski,
Oh.
but it's not like it's
Yeah.
Big
Well-
Lebowski is a way better movie, but like it's that like this.
It's like one of those indie movies that's really good. Pretty
yeah,
much.
you'd like it.
Yeah. I love indie movies, so.
Yeah, it felt like an Indian movie, but I think because like to me those are our.
Is Bobby Lee in it?
He's in it.
Yeah.
He's in it for a bit. He doesn't. I feel like he didn't have that big of a role.
I love that guy, man. He's so funny.
Yeah, he's crazy. He was one of the ones that I touched.
Yeah, he's
Yeah?
Marcus has touched him.
Did
What'd
I
you
tell
touch
you
on
about
him?
that? His hands.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
We mutually touched each other. You know, there was one day we went to the Comedy Store and it was during Netflix is a Joke, like the
Oh, that
festival.
was-
So
Everyone was here.
everybody was here, right? And so have you been to the Comedy Store?
Never been.
There's this part of it where it's right next to the driveway where where the comedians they all park in the back, but they drive up this long driveway into the back, right? And so you can hang out there, like because there's a bar outside. So we were on that's where we were, the part right next to the driveway, and like I was sitting up on the wall, right? We're just kind of hanging out there, and so this was after the show went to go see there. So there's still like other shows playing, but you know, it's starting to get kind of social, like lively outside. It's like being at a bar.
Yeah.
And so we're out there drinking, having a real good time, and I don't know who we saw first, but it just started where like you'd see them pull up, and I'm like, oh, that's so and so, right? And they started like they're all the comedians there. They're walking around a lot of the time. They're coming out and like, unless you're like a nerd like me, you don't really. It's just like a regular person,
Right.
So they're all like walking around, right? And I'm just like, We're right next to them. So I don't know who the first one was. Maybe it was Bobby Lee. He like walked right behind me on the thing. And I was like, I don't know what I said, but we ended up like doing like one of the weird awkward things. And it was like, oh, so that went well. Right? It wasn't like a kind of a thing. So then I just started doing that with whoever walked by, mostly everybody, not all of them. Like Brian Simpson came up at one point. We did the whole like fucking whatever. I just was like social with comedians, and it was fun. It was a fun night. Yeah. They made fun of me for it, and they still do. But it was cool. It was a cool
You just
experience.
get a little worried he's gonna keep touching.
Well, we can't have that, huh?
Yeah.
I guess not.
That's
I don't know what in my
These
history.
days.
I don't know what in my history would make you
Depends,
think
right?
that, but I guess
Keep touching.
Yeah, keep touching.
There's
It's not-
touching Marcus again.
Yeah.
He's in the crowd.
When you say it that way, it's weird. It's not like I was
They
like
call you TM.
walking up behind them and like.
Let me touch you.
Yeah. It was mutual touch.
There's TM. Look
Yeah,
out.
that's that.
You just don't
He's
want to
all
go
back
past
there.
that.
Little fingers.
Yeah, it was.
It was remarkable.
Yeah. Then
That's cool, though.
the one with I had where Ian Fidance when I touched him, but it was to like get him out of the way because he was blocking the doorway. And I did the thing where it's like, so like he knows, like when you're working with people at a restaurant, someone like does this to like you don't think anything of it, right? They're just trying to get by you.
I can't even feel it half the time.
Yeah,
now.
you don't even know. Like your body just moves by itself usually. And I did that to him, like because I was like, so I just kind of went like, oh, I'm right behind. Like I didn't go like behind, but I was like, oh, I'm right behind you. And I like kind of just did this a little bit, and then he turned and like looked me in the eye.
Oh my God.
Yeah, dude. But he just I think because he thought maybe he knew me, or like someone. So he just kind of like smiled, and then I went. But like that kind of thing, it's like it made me realize in that moment. Well, I already knew that, but it made me kind of like reinforce it. Like, oh, not everybody touches each other. Like people don't like to be touched a lot.
Yeah.
But because like
I'm actually one of them, but
Yeah, I've liked
we're
it.
working in a restaurant.
right, because we're getting touched all the time
It's
that you
different.
just don't think about it. It's not like I grabbed him, but it's like when someone just kind of like
When the
honestly,
guests touch me, I don't like
Oh,
that.
when a guest
different.
touches
it's
you.
weird.
Ugh.
but like when someone's trying to get around you, you know what that kind of touches, so you just don't even think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But not everybody knows what that touches.
And plus, we work with these people, since it's really no big deal, you know.
Yeah, it's not like they're groping us.
No.
Hopefully not.
I don't think that's ever happened to me. Have you ever been groped before? At work?
Yeah, that girl, she stuck her hand in my pocket. Remember?
Which girl?
She was super drunk, and I was serving at another table.
Oh yeah.
And I felt his hand like, I was like, what? She put her hand in my pocket and tried to grab me, dude.
Oh,
I was all, I gave her the turn, dude.
whoa.
I gave her the ski stop. I was like, nuh-uh. I was like, what the?
Wow.
I'm all, what the? Do it again. Yeah, that
After
was weird.
work. Do it after work.
I don't know if that's happened to me at all.
Oh, dude, I forgot about that. Yeah. The other times, just
Really
girls.
thinking about it.
I mean, dude, I've been serving a long time. I mean, I've got notes, you know, like come to my hotel room.
Got in the notes.
Yep.
That's part of the job.
Room 69.
Ooh.
No, it's
Yeah. Come on over, baby.
come on over, baby.
Ooh.
Somebody
I'll give you the best minute of your life.
Yeah. Oh. Hello.
Somebody got a note the other day at work where it was like one of the come to my hotel room.
Oh, yeah.
But it was somebody like it was for a guy, but it was like a girl. It was a couple. He got a note like, hey, we're in this room, whatever.
You want a party? Yeah.
Yeah, and we were trying to
dude.
figure out like, is this for both of them or one of them? Like that kind of thing.
It's for both.
Probably that's Nico. We settled on that. They both want to play with you.
I mean,
Yeah,
the girls
that's-
get it a lot more, you know, obviously.
Yeah.
That was good.
I've seen some notes with my girlfriend there, you know, so like,
Oh.
Jesus.
Shout out, Brittany.
Yeah.
Yeah, the girls get it more than
Yeah.
we do, but
Of course.
we all get them.
Of course.
Part of the job. I get it more now that with the bartending stuff, but it's like
You get the notes more now?
Oh, well, yeah.
bartending. Yeah, it's
When you're a bartender, it's way different. Yeah.
When you're like in front of them the whole time too, so it's just it's different.
Have you said yes?
I've never done. I've never.
How many
that's the-
times has it happened?
How many times have you done it?
I haven't done any.
Taken
of
a
it.
note? Never.
Well, you can't. The notes are the phone numbers. They come on the check.
Right.
So like once they leave and you see it, you're like, oh, there it is.
Yeah.
I've had it other times on pieces of paper, but it's like you don't really know. They're gone when that happens because they don't. It is awkward when you're right there. I've never acted on any of it, but
I just remembered a note that I got. It said, "I like guys named Steve." I was like, "There's a million of us, man. What are you talking about?
that's their fetish.
That's my thing.
What does that even mean, dude?"
They like guys named Steve.
Steve.
The S and a T together. It's just, ooh.
I know.
Wait, say it again.
Not a PH.
Steve.
Yeah, that was weird. I was like,
yeah, that's what you do mostly with the notes. You're just like, huh. Sometimes take a picture of it.
I don't know. I show my girlfriend. Look at
It's
I
always,
still got it.
Still got it, baby.
It is always fun to
I'm
show
the real
people.
prize.
Damn.
That's the best part of the notes.
You're
And the
lucky
phone
to be with
numbers is
me.
just be like, hey, look, guys. Like,
Yeah,
and then,
yeah, exactly.
And then you just throw it away. But I've never acted on it, but I don't know how many times it happens.
I've had friends that used to, but I have never. I'm good.
I don't know anyone that we work with that
No,
acted on it.
this is my old restaurants. Yeah.
Yeah, this is like I don't know why it's because of where we're at. It's weird, but it's not like you can meet up afterwards. I don't know. Maybe you could.
I mean, it all depends on the person, dude.
It seems weird for
Where
it to
they're at
happen where we're
in life.
And we're back.
Clint's gone.
Clint's gone. He had enough of this. He left the show. Anyway, so there are some stories.
No, he didn't.
So this one headline is a black man left horrified when Chick-fil-A drive-through order lists his name as monkeys. So
Wait, what's his name?
hold on.
Yeah.
This man went to a Chick-fil-A and they take your name for the order there, I
Monkeys.
guess. And he wrote his name down as monkeys. All right. This black man got his order and it named monkeys. And his name is Marquise. Okay?
Marquise. I was
So
gonna
there
say-
it is. So it's at least similar
Okay.
sounding name. But then also,
Or I'd ask him to spell it.
I was going to ask Clint, but he left because he'd had enough. But I'll ask you since now that I know you worked in fast food. I can only imagine that you get pranked a lot of the time. Like when you're at that speaker box.
Okay, so at In-N-Out, people used to say, "I'll take the doggy style fries."
Yeah, people are
so they said
idiots.
animal style,
Right.
and it makes me laugh every time I go.
Yeah.
But it's so stupid. But yeah,
Yeah. I imagine you get pranked a lot. So they're like, oh, what's the name for the order? And they're
Or-
like, whatever, something.
or they order the McNuggets, and I would say the McNuggets are at McDonald's, man.
Yeah. I think that's more of just something being stupid. But
Which
well,
happens
a
a lot.
like, if you want to fuck with people all the time.
Yeah,
You can
yeah.
go like, what's the name for the order?
Yeah.
Oh, like, I don't know,
We didn't
like a
take
dick
names
joke or
back then.
something. Horrible or hilarious? I thought this was hilarious. So. Horrible. But as I'm the only one laughing in this room, it's just me.
Next,
Uh,
Caesar, you're Mexican.
Japanese. He's Japanese.
Okay. Now, when you talk on the phone, what do people say you sound like?
I don't know, because I feel like, I guess if they put me in the category, they could hear some accent, so they would say that I'm Hispanic at least or Latino. But I don't know. I mean, I guess you can. It's not as exaggerated as Marcus was doing it,
Right,
but you
right.
can hear different people
Yeah.
depending on it. I think I get it with guy voices more. When I talk to people on the phone that are guys,
Uh-huh.
I feel like I can determine like who they are.
Right,
Women, it's a little bit different.
right. Okay.
What about you?
I mean, white bro.
Yeah.
Either that or they say you have a deep voice. I'm like, yeah, well,
Yeah.
but yeah, I mean, yeah.
When I did that Redfin job, I was on the phone a lot. You can tell.
Oh yeah,
You
yeah.
can tell
Oh
people
yeah.
when the way they speak.
I can tell my Twitch chat on how they type sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, okay.
When they say play it.
Playa. I guess.
I learned that from you or Kevin. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
I say that all the time. Yeah. So play it.
Yeah. That's fun.
Anyway, this one, I just thought it was interesting. Gator wine. People are mixing Gatorade and wine.
What?
That sounds nasty.
What kind of wine?
I don't think it matters. Equal
They're
parts
red?
light blue Gatorade and cheap red wine.
Oh, cheap red wine.
Defined as a bottle under $12.
$2 Chuck. They still sell that? No, it's
Like
not $2
Trader Joe's?
anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably not
It's like
$2.
$18 Chuck.
Yeah. Yeah, I just thought that's a disgusting thing. I kind of wanted to buy some and try it here, but I know I wouldn't like it.
Gatorade and wine, dude.
It said it's
Yeesh.
a weird mix of sangria, like a fruit juice, to wine. Anyway, don't
What's
try
wrong with that pickle? Yep.
Making
Ouchie, man.
Strangest recipes ranked with Babish. What do you think he is?
What's
His name is Babish.
Baboosh. Babushka.
Anyway, moving on. This one was more interesting. Is that Gen Z doesn't know how to use a keyboard.
What?
Using their phones to write school papers.
Oh,
Which I guess I didn't really think about that.
yeah.
Because I saw this thing and I posted it on my Instagram a few days
Interesting.
ago where it was like computer, it was called computer or computer whatever,
Mhm.
which was a class you had to take. And part of that class was teaching you how to type. You had to learn how to do that.
When was this? When?
Did I post it?
Yeah.
Last week.
Okay.
Or it was recently, a few days ago. And I thought that was interesting because I guess they don't do that anymore. They don't teach you how to type in school. That's why I wish Clint was here.
I feel like everyone still has computers, though. Well, hey, yeah, no, it's how iPad crap, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, he told me that they use iPads, I think, in school.
Well, Brittany's kids get laptops, so
Okay.
I don't know if they can type though. It's actually
they're doing this.
well because I don't think my brother could type. I think
He's a pointers.
these two guys. Yeah, I'm pretty sure
You had to learn in school, right?
I did.
Yeah,
I learned young.
Yeah, I remember it was elementary school.
Apple
but I don't
II.
know what year,
Apple II, man, or Mac II, whatever. Yeah,
whatever it was, but it was the Oregon Trail computers.
Yeah.
I don't know, DOS stuff. But yeah, I know that it was definitely in elementary school, and then if you wanted to take high school classes, like learn.
I took it
build websites
in
and
high
stuff.
school too.
Yeah, but you had to know how to type.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah, that's where
I'm super glad I learned because I mean I use my keyboard every single day.
I don't really use my keyboard to type that often. I do like now a lot more.
Mhm.
Like before that, I use it at work sometimes, but I didn't think about that. You really don't need it. You know, if you don't have a job.
Yes, yeah, you're right.
You had to back then. You had to learn how to type.
Yeah.
So we found Mario Teaches Typing.
That game, yeah.
Fun.
That was on PC, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just like run across.
Mario game. Oh my god, dude. It had everything. I learned how to paint.
Yes.
Uh,
Sports.
race car, Mario Kart,
Mario Kart. Mario Golf. Mario
golf.
Tennis.
I know that guy, man.
He gets around. He's got all these skills, hobbies.
Little Italian boy like me.
Yeah. Do Brittany's kids have phones?
They have iWatch and iPads, so they use their
Oh.
watches at school. But the schools actually took those away. You can't use your phone or your iWatch anymore. They have to be like out of sight.
They couldn't use phones.
Well, I know that, but it's a little different back then because it was
So-
more expensive
They were able to use phones until recently.
until this year.
That's crazy.
Yeah, a lot of schools just changed this year.
What do they do? They just have them out while they're in school, doing whatever.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, dude. I mean, yeah.
I know when
Distractions.
when I was at school and I had my Nokia phone.
Mhm.
We were doing this a lot.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it
You playing
does.
Snake or what?
I didn't have any friends. Who am I texting? But I was
Not
playing
me.
Snake. I got that Snake real big.
I don't have any friends. Is that what you said?
Yeah,
You had none in school?
not really. Just people that tolerated me, but
Like now?
like now.
Gotcha.
He's in his own little world. Don't worry about it. But yeah, he's one of them.
Now, we got along right away, dude.
Yeah,
I feel like
I think so.
Yeah.
Similar interests.
you look at me like I was super crazy, so
Sasquatch. Yeah.
that's good.
Yeah. Anyway, this typing thing, I thought it was interesting, but
Yeah, of course.
no one's using typewriters or anything or computers.
A firm handshake, dude. Zoom in on it. Give me some more. Give me some more. Give me some more.
Went to REI. Oh, I want to talk about this right away.
Sure.
The first thing I wrote on my notes is it's hot, y'all,
Yeah.
because it is 108 degrees outside.
It's 110 at my house, yeah.
110. That's nuts.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Don't like it.
It's-
Not at my house, though. It was a smooth 68.
Yeah, you have the AC, but
Mhm.
like even in here, it's fucking hot.
Yeah,
it's
it's hot
always
here.
hot in here, but today's is a whole nother level because the heat outside. Yeah, dude, it's not. I was getting my hair cut,
Mhm.
and I was talking to my barber. This was like maybe like 3 weeks ago, so it wasn't. It was hot, but it wasn't like it is today.
Mhm.
And I don't know how the topic got brought up, but he at one point said, "Oh yeah, I don't have AC in my house." Like spun
Wow.
around in the chair and was like, "What do you mean you don't have AC?"
A lot of people don't, man.
Well, that's what I'm getting into. Is that he was saying like, "Yeah, the house just when they bought it, it didn't have it," and
Yep.
they were like, I think he had said like they recently looked into it, but this has been a house we lived in a long time. Because now there's a lot of houses where they have like a solar panel.
Mhm.
They like do like a deal or something. I forget what it is, like a kickback of some kind if you install solar panels.
Yeah.
So I thought about doing it, but I was like, how are you alive without AC when it's 100 degrees outside? Like, fans, shade.
Window.
So though there's a tree that covers the house, so like, it's still hot.
Yeah.
That doesn't do anything.
I think people just get used to it, man.
Well, yeah, and that's you just said. Like I have since then asked some people, like, oh, what are you doing for the heat? And like, oh, we don't have AC. Like, are you nuts?
Yeah. A lot of people don't have it.
How do you not have it?
Yeah.
And it's just they just don't, and they just deal with it. And then I know, like when I was a kid, like barely ran the AC. Like he's just like, oh, we're fine.
Mm-hmm.
We can just deal with it. So then, like I was growing up for the longest. He had said it cost money. My dad said it cost money.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it. Yeah.
And then so for the longest time, I was like, it must be really expensive to run your AC all day because we were not poor, like we're middle class, like so it must be really expensive. And then when I moved out when I was like 24, I thought that too. Like when I lived with my last roommate, because he was the same way. Rudy, shout out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but I don't want to pay for it. Whatever. I'm like, all right, whatever. And then it got so hot one day, and I was like, I'm going to put the AC on until like I'll pay for it. I don't care. I don't want to live like this.
Yeah.
All the way down to like 68. I think that's the lowest I went at that apartment. And obviously you feel immediately better because your house is cool. And then you get the bill and I'm like, that's it?
Yeah.
That's the reason why
So it depends on the size of your house.
It depends. It depends where you live. It depends. Like
it's not that crazy, man.
It is not that crazy.
Yeah.
And then sure, it's an expense, but it's not anything that's going to, for me at least, break the bank, right? And like there's people now, the same thing, they have AC and like, oh, I don't want to spend the money on it. But you're suffering in the heat for it. And it's like just, I don't know. I was shocked at how inexpensive it was to run your AC.
Yeah. Like I said, it depends on the size of your house. Depends if, because I have a wall unit that I use in my office because I don't want to run the big AC if it's just me in there. And it's not that much, man.
No.
I was actually surprised.
Sometimes it's expensive, but it's
how low it was. I was like, oh, that's not too crazy. I mean, I understand that like if you're pinching pennies and you need to save money. Right,
exactly. Well, that's why I said like for me it didn't, it was an expense I can afford.
Yeah.
It's just seeing how much
I did the same thing too because my dad never ran it.
Yeah.
And my mom always did. And I was like, man, like I felt so much better with the AC on my house.
Yeah, because you had your parents were split.
Yeah, split up.
It's like I get that it costs money, but everything costs money.
It does.
And I'm just really shocked at how inexpensive.
What went up a lot is the gas. That doubled, I think.
Yeah.
And I remember one month it was like $10. Next month it was like $60. I was like, what the heck?
Yeah.
Stuff like that. I'm like, okay, that's odd. I don't use gas for much here.
Oh, just a stove, right?
I mean,
really anything you gas for? Or water, I
maybe
guess.
my dryer, I guess.
It uses gas. It uses electricity.
I think mine's gas. I think, but I don't know, man.
I think just a stove uses gas.
I don't.
Hot water too.
Hot water, yeah.
So we're at the end. It's been an hour.
Oh well, that was quick.
That was quick. It flew by. Thanks for being here, Steve.
Yeah, of course, man. Anytime.
Yeah. We'll have you back.
It's fun, dude.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I'll have more stories about my Twitch and.
We'll be at 10K.
We'll get there, but this is gonna be a good year for me. People I've met this year have been great. I'm shout out some Shifty, Sage, Matt. Those three alone. I met this guy named Swag. You can look him up on YouTube. He's
Shifty and Swag.
Swag has like over 3 million subs, I think. And I met him. Super nice guy. And they're all willing to like have a conversation with me and stuff. It's been awesome, man. I've learned a lot this past like 2 months. Has been pretty crazy.
That's cool.
So
things are happening.
We'll get there, man. I can feel it. I can feel it.
And you may or may not go to TwitchCon.
Yeah, I'm not sure yet.
Let me know if you go, because then you can talk about it.
Yeah, for sure. But I'm going to World Series of Warzone.
Okay.
In Las Vegas. So
that I'm not as curious about.
That's going to be I think that's going to be a better time for me because I get to meet other
Warzone players,
Warzone creators and stuff like that. So I'm actually really excited, dude.
Cool. When is that?
September 14th and 15th. Yeah.
You're not going to stream from there?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right.
I want to soak it in,
Double good soak. Yeah. You're not soaking in that hoodie right now? God, I'm
Dude,
dying.
I'm super moist, bro.
All right, so we'll end on moist. Caesar,
Yeah, you
give
can
me your
follow
moist resume,
my
please.
voice resume. You can hit me up at I am Caesar Rod. That's my personal one. Rodriguez Podcast, where I can produce a podcast for you. And yeah, that's it for right now. Those two hit me up.
Clint's gone, so Steven Big Planet.
Steven Big Planet, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Twitch. Steven Big Planet, all one word.
Uncle 2_ Marcus and everything. 30s pod and everything.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.